Hello, I'm Linda, aka the Lady of Lady and the Frogs, and I am an eBay reseller. So I am here to show you a haul of things and apparently a bottle of wine. Obviously this is something that wasn't in the charity shop, it's just something I shoved in the bags on the way up. So this is all the stuff which I have got today from charity shops to resell on eBay, although I suspect that some of it isn't to resell because I seem to remember picking this up as part of a survival technique for the winter. So this jumper is mine, so I'll sling this to one side. It is Zara, so I might actually look it up because some of the Zara knits are really desirable, but I think that this is just what I need to insulate myself like an eel instead of putting the heating on this winter. So this is a size small. I'm not a size small. I'm not a size small, but apparently this is. Well, that is going to be perfect. Maybe it's supposed to be a dress. I don't know. Right, so the rest of this is to resell. So I'm going to jump straight in. I've spent £50 today. No, I've spent more than that because I went to two different shops. But one of them had this in the window. So basically it didn't look anything different to when I went last week because they're not running a charity shop, they're running a museum and they want everything to look the same, hence why everything is priced at £10. But there was two things which I did get from there. So that was the Bernardos. These are the two things that I got from the Bernardos. It's not even worth the hassle going through. Most of the stuff was the same. They just didn't have anything. I mean, I looked at the books, all the books were the same. They hadn't put any new stock out. So I don't know why they're like saying, oh, because we're overrun, man. Because it's not doing anything. Right, so this is a leopard pattern blouse. And that's dancing leopard. £3 for that. But you have to dig in this place to find the stuff which is worth buying. This I looked up when I was in there because I may well have left it. This will sell for £25 because I have looked it up before I committed to spending £5. This is pretty much a lot of their stuff is at the £5 to £10, £20 mark. The coats are all at like the £20 mark. Not happening. So this is Cath Kidston. This is Snow White. This is the apple. I think some people have put that it's a shirt, and it is a bit night shirty, but it has got pockets in it. I honestly think it's a dress. Oh, there's something in there. It better be money. Oh. I know that all you guys now want to know what's in this pocket, and I do too. I can't see it. Maybe it's nothing. I probably flicked it onto myself. Anyway, I don't know. It's probably going to be like an acorn or something. It's not like an acorn. Cath Kidston, Disney collaboration. Some of their Disney collaboration stuff is really good. I mean, that smells clean, but a bit dubious. But it's been in my car now. You know. The boot of my car isn't too great because it's filled with stuff from my husband because he works in construction. I have, right, so that's the only things from that shop. So it was only just because it was just, went that way because I was circuiting around, so I just thought, oh, let's sod it, let's do it. Maybe this has got stuff in pockets. This is only next. And I nearly flipped them up, put it back, but then I just thought it is quite a nice coat. It's the next outerwear. Burgundy, which I can't photograph, so I really shouldn't have got it. I do a trick when I photograph it in. I put my white arm over it, or you could just put a white sheet of paper, and it tends to get the colour balance right if you have problems taking pictures of burgundy. But it's got a hood, removable hood. It's a nice padded jacket, and I just look, it's £3, just take it. It's in almost brand new condition, and it's size 14. It's, yeah, I'm sort of tempted to keep it myself, but I don't think, I rarely wear coats. I mean, I don't, it's not the Outer Hebrides. I know everybody is down on the north, but it's very rare I find that you have to like wrap up really, really warm. And I do have a little jacket which goes up to here, and I don't find that I want anything else other than that, because I am quite a busy person, and I don't like being restricted by coats. So yeah, I may or may not keep that, don't know. So I have got 2 sea salt dresses. These are actually size 18. So just basic t-shirt dresses. I don't really think these will sell for any more than £20. Size 18. I think that this one will probably be the same. Yes. Same thing again. Obviously just £3 for them. They were all on a new rail which had already been picked over by another 3 or 4 people before me, and they were still there, so that was a bonus. This was also on the new rail. I've sold this before actually. I sold this last year. So this is Fat Face. I sold this for at least 25, if not 30, because it was seasonal, and it was new season then, with the buttons down the side. Yeah, I do remember this. So hopefully I can still pull up the name of this jumper, because I know that this is only last season. Size 12, purplish, good going with that. Yes, so I was pleased to find that. I've literally just come in and haven't taken anything out. And then there was this that was on the new rail as well, another jumper. You've probably seen this one before, because lots of people pick this up. No, this is a jumper dress, isn't it? Oh, obviously it's a jumper dress. Yeah, so spots, furry, polka dot type jazz, and that's Bowden. That will probably again be like a £20. There's not all that much money in them. This was out on the rails, and I was quite surprised to still see it there. I couldn't believe it actually, because I felt like the rails had been picked over, and this is Karen Millen, size 12. Really nice roses and ruched side dress. Yeah, really pleased with that. This is from 2009. Very pleased with that. I will look that one up. Some of the Karen Millen dresses do sell for the £100 region. Some of them a little less, so it's at least going to be a £50, I think. And another brand which I'm always a bit about. So this is Joseph Rippek. What's the size on this? Size 12. Nice stretch. It is patterned as Joseph Rippek fans would like, so I would hope that I can get 20 to 30 for that. And then this, which is a nice little staple. Again, these are probably all from the same person. So that's Hobbs. And I think there's a few little marks on this, but I've checked that the zip works. A nice little black dress. You know, everybody always needs a black dress, don't they? For something or other. And Hobbs is a good brand to have your black dress in. What have we got next? got a whole bag worth. This is Bowden. Bowden jeans are really good price. Actually, Bowden trousers are really good price. The last pair of Bowden trousers I sold were just plain burgundy, and admittedly they were current season, but I did sell them for 30. I would expect to only get around 20 for these because they're probably a bit summery, and it is not summer. I suspect that they're short leg as well. I suspect that they're capri length. It's just because I'm short, these look like the perfect trouser for me, but to everybody else they're half-mast. Not much menswear. I sell a lot of menswear, but I'm really struggling to find it at the moment. I mean, I'm at the point now where I've got like collared shirts that go in one box and polos and t-shirts that go in another box, and they used to be busting out. I could put them both into one box now. So it's getting a bit worrying that I can't pick up enough t-shirts to meet demand. More men shop on the internet than women. So, you know, that's the problem we've got. But anyway, I have got some menswear. I have these, which are Ted Baker Golf. The chinos do sell quite well and quite quickly. There are some defects in there that the lettering has fallen off because it's rubberized and it's fallen off. So it just says Ed Baker Go. Ed Baker Go! So at least it reads something. Even if it was supposed to actually say Ted Baker Golf. But there we are. Ed Baker Go. I don't know how much they go for, probably only like the 20 mark. These are probably only going to be the 20 to 30 mark, probably like 25. These are they're a bit strange, aren't they? It all just depends on what that is, and I think I looked that up because I didn't want to like pick them up and they weren't worth anything. But really nicely jewelled. Maybe they're actually women's wear. We'll have to have a check of that, but they are genuine. They don't have any crotch wear. This is the thing, is I am checking the bleeding crotch wear and checking whether they've been taken up. There was a really nice pair of Levi's in there. It was a 42 waist, but the leg length had been hacked, so I did leave them behind because they'd not been taken up. They've been taken up okay, but the thing is that I'm not on the search for the Quasimodo buyer on eBay, you know, so I just left them there. They were also vintage, and vintage is a bit like, when it comes to Levi's, it like seems like it's a big deal, but it isn't, is it? I have then got a Snoopy top. You cannot go wrong with a Snoopy t-shirt or a Snoopy top because people just love the designs. This is where I'm always very reluctant to buy like Christmas stuff, but this is obviously a Christmas jumper, but I don't mind wearing that because I know that I will sell that and it won't kick around for too long because it's Snoopy. This is Pull and Bear. I will not pick up Pull and Bear, but it's because of the Snoopy aspect that I've got that. And then we have, oh yes, so I have a cardigan. See, there was another cardigan there which I was really tempted to get because it was Union Jack, and then I just thought there's no point in me doing a comps search for it properly because at the moment everybody's going Union Jack wild and it's not really telling me, and it was like a no make really, or something I can't even remember, so I won't even try and remember. So I left that, but it was a really nice cardigan. But near that they had this one, which is folk. I'm not so sure if this is menswear or women's wear, so I will have to look up because I thought that folk were known. This is why I normally detag before I do this. I thought that folk was specifically known for menswear, and I don't know. It probably is menswear because it's a strange brand, isn't it? So I'll have a look at that. It's got like holes all over it, but they are intentional holes. I kept thinking there was something wrong with it, but there isn't. And I think it's got a nice content as well. I say nice quantity, it's got like 5% of something nice. Oh no, 30% merino wool and the rest is cotton. But folk, I have picked up folk before, before the days of plague, so it was a really long time ago. I've only got 2 things left. I didn't think I had more than that. It felt more than that. I have picked up these Whistles trousers. I'm very reluctant with what I pick up with Whistles, but then I just thought, oh, these are actually quite a nice trouser, and I thought, oh, they might fit me. They're turned up at the bottom, but it's intentional. And if I carry on job searching, I'm going to need a pair of decent trousers. So these have got pockets, they've got decent belt loops, they've got lots of room for your box, and I think there might actually be a really decent leg length for me. Yeah, so I may well end up keeping these myself. Don't know. I will check how much they go for. You see, I'm always a one with Whistles, because I always just think, oh, they I see the price in what do you call that shop, John Lewis, and it always just seems like it's really expensive for the fact that you can get it in charity shops. This is size 14, so it is my size, so I may well be trying them on, but I will put that over in my pile of stuff to put on my spreadsheet. And then there's this, which I nearly left because I wasn't so sure if it was genuine, but I think it is genuine, but I don't know. I honestly, it must be genuine, because I don't know why anybody would, well, I say I don't know why anybody would bother, but they would bother. So this is Fred Perry Womenswear. Yeah, I was just a bit like, oh, but this is the correct label. It was just the fact that the backing on that looked a bit ropey, to be honest, but it is the correct type of Laurel. And if it was faked, they would have put the care label on this side because they wouldn't be thinking. But I know that the care label on Fred Perry goes on that side. But even that looked a bit, but then it's got everything that it should have there. So I'm just being dubious for the sake of it. It's 5% cashmere. It is just a, you know, a Boobarella top, and it won't fit me. So this will probably be like a 20 to 25. It's not like a special Amy Winehouse jobby. So that's everything that I've got. I have loads of clothing to do. I need to crack on next week. My problem is I have a jigsaw which I have sat on the floor, which is preventing me from taking any photos. So I only have the stuff which I've got backlogged, that I'm listing. This is my jigsaw. I'm crashing into the wine that I've left. Yeah, so I'm stuck on the gradient bit of it, which it's so subtle that I need to do it in like daylight hours, but in daylight hours I'm working so it's not really getting done. But I need to just whistle this last bit off, get this photograph, because I did buy it to resell. It's a 2,000 piece jigsaw, so, and I know it's been sat around since last year because I'm fairly sure that I picked up on Christmas. So I need to get that photographed and on. I'm fairly confident that that will be complete, because I think whoever bought it must have looked at it and then gone, no. Which is kind of what I wish I'd done, but you know, I'm so committed now to completing this. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to list all of this stuff. I think I may try and just like hoover a space and just do some jeans and trousers photographing today. And yeah, that's me done. And I thank you for watching. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. It is my channel, and I just put whatever videos that I want on here, so you will get reselling. I am sort of doing a few like cleaning videos. I do sometimes do wastage solution videos, and I do sort a lot of Lego sets
because that's one of the other main things I do. I try and be selective with the clothing that I pick up, which is what that was. That was me being selective, because I do leave things behind. I only like to go with specific brands that I know will sell and not sort of kick around, because otherwise how will people find them on the internet? The internet's quite big. But the other things I do sell, I do get job lots of Lego, and I do sort through them, and I do quite a lot of Lego videos, because generally when I put a Lego set on, it sells within a day or so, usually within a month. So I like to stick to doing that. So if that's what you want to, if that's what you'd like to see, and you'd like to follow me, and you'd like to subscribe, then that would be great. And there's also frogs. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.